And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This is Joe Mixon, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, He doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Mixon on the counter. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Joe Mixon.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Gives to the first man through. Watt. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Ebron's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Conner. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. A give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Coverage there by Von Bell.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands to the up man. This is wide. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Dobbs. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Dobbs, and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To
John Ross, 78 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Dobbs. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Brings up
when defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Dobbs looking deep here for Ebron. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Eric Ebron with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Joshua Dobbs sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the fumble recovery, Dobbs forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now here's Johnson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
We got 4. We got 4. 24 is the mic. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Looking deep here for Ibra. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. This is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Dobbs. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
25-yard line.
Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Logan Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Dobbs is throwing. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown!
Eric Ebron with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. And it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Mixon and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
One of the best around, big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
28-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Again, it's Connor. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
23-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Dobbs, and that is incomplete.
Dobbs' pass intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It's now 4th.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
40-yard attempt.
And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow on the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up
decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and 2, now Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
57's the mark. 57's the mark.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Claypool, the ball carrier. A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Dobbs trying to lay one up deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Dumps it off to Mixon. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And the throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off the pass.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 35 on 2nd down. Dobbs going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Dobbs. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks, Charles. Talk to you next time.